In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get Monoskin and how to increase your progress rate. So first things first, in order to get Monoskin, you need to take the Mereoleona mission. But in order to take that mission, you first have to complete the Asta mission right over here. So this mission is really just a training mission that increases your vitality. See, at 100% progress, it gives you a plus 20% vitality boost, which is actually really good. So even if you don't want Monoskin, you should do this mission, because before it, my health was at 17,000 HP. Now it's at 19,050. And you should definitely want Monoskin, because if you get it, obviously, it increases your HP by a lot. And you can even change it to focus it on your legs in order to give yourself a speed boost. So it's definitely something you'll probably want to get. So once you've completed this mission to 100%, you then can get the Mereoleona mission. And something you're probably wondering is how to actually defeat the Borrelas, because they don't really show up anywhere when you first join the game. That was confusing for myself too. I looked into it. The Borrelas spawn once the volcano erupts, which is about every 30 minutes or so. So once you join in the server, if you have a private server like I do, you can wait 30 minutes and the volcano will erupt and it will spawn 7 Borrelas everywhere. And then you can defeat them. And in order to complete the Mereoleona mission to get Monoskin, you'll have to defeat 15. Which means you're going to have to wait for the volcano to erupt 3 times before completing this mission to get Monoskin. So first you need to defeat these 3. And one thing you should know is while you're in the volcano zone, you can't actually fly. I'll show you right now. I'm in here now and yep, I can't fly. But if you have Monoskin and you have it all over yourself, you can fly like this. And then you can just fly up and shoot from down here. Thing is, these bosses, as you can see from what I'm doing right now, take a lot of hits and they're not really easy to beat. I mean, they're easy if you can like fly and shoot at them like I can, but if you can't, then they're going to be a bit of a problem. Another thing I want to recommend you guys is to use the mission to get the Motor Leaf juice. If you can get that, it'll increase your mana by 20 every time you take it, or it'll recover your mana 20 every time you take it. So like I always just fully do it until I get 30 of these so that I can recover my mana in case I'm ever low. So I would definitely recommend doing that because it's very helpful. A trick for completing these that a friend of mine showed me is to lead them outside of the volcano zone, because you can only fly and shoot at them from above if you have Monoskin. But if you don't have it and you want to do it a little bit easier and you still want to fly and shoot from above, you can take them out of the volcano zone and just shoot at them like this. This is one way of doing this. I'm going to show you, this kind of only applies to Time Magic users like me, but I'll show you what I did at first when I didn't have Monoskin, sorry. What I did was, it helped to have the Clairvoyance Orb. First I'll show you what you can do without it. So I just freeze them first and just shoot them like this, because this spell has a big radius, it'll hit them just like this, so it's fine. So you can just spam that until they eventually die, and it'll save you some hits. If you do have a Clairvoyance Orb, great, you can use that, and you won't take any hits for like a solid 10 seconds, so it's pretty useful. I am going to skip this and go straight over the... Alright, so I have now completed... I've now defeated all the Borrelas, so now I'm going to be showing you how you increase your Monoskin once you get Monoskin. So first of all, you're obviously going to accept the mission from here, and once you finish the mission, it'll show you this. You'll get a couple options. One, for it to tell you what Monoskin does, or it'll tell you how you can train. It's simple. Once you defeat all the Borrelas, this hot spring will fill up, and you can get in, and I'll show you what you do after that, but first I want you to know that once you do get in, if you're not max level already, it will slowly increase your level. So if you just want an easy way to level up, if you're not fully leveled up yet, jump in the hot spring, it'll increase your level, even if you didn't complete any of the Borrelas. And it will also increase your magic mastery, but not by a whole lot. So now that you've gotten Monoskin, you can get in, and what you want to do is you want to apply your Monoskin And when you do that, these things will show up that I want you to press once the red line gets into the green circle. And every time you do that, it's going to increase your monoskin progress. Now for me, I don't actually need to do any of this because I've already reached 100%. But I'm going to show you a trick to increase your monoskin rate. So something you should know about monoskin and your progress when doing it is that it's going to increase, or the longer your monoskin can go, the more it'll increase your progress because you'll be able to tap the stuff for longer. But once you run out of monoskin progress, you're obviously going to have to wait for it to recover. But if you just want to skip that and increase your progress, you can reset your character. There's a spawn point right here, so you can just go from here and just fly straight into the hot springs again with your full monoskin recovered. That way you'll be able to do it for longer. You won't have to wait. You won't be wasting as much time. It's very effective. I did it on an alternate account of mine the other day. I think it was at like 60% or something progress. And I did this and I instantly reached 90%, somewhere around there. So it is very, very helpful. I definitely recommend doing that. It will increase your monoskin progress by a lot. It literally tripled my progress rate pretty much because I was doing about 10% every time. So it's very helpful. I definitely recommend doing that. Another thing, if you defeat enough Borrelas, you'll eventually get this monoskin tool. It is a... it's the wrong thing. It's a legendary, so it's quite rare and it's going to take a while to get, but it assists with your monoskin usage, and basically what that means is it'll give you an extra 15 seconds of you being able to use your monoskin without the progress actually not going down. Obviously, my progress is going down right now. That's because it only lasted for about 10 seconds. So I'm going to wait for that progress bar to go back up so that I can show you what it does. I think it gives you about an extra 15 seconds. So it's quite useful. Definitely you should use it when trying to increase your progress in the hot spring because it will work for that too. Very, very helpful. Another thing I want to go over real quick. Again, you should really do the Uno mission and get these. You can hold 30 of these at once in just one inventory spot. So it's very useful because you can just repeatedly drink these to increase your mana. Not to increase your mana, to recover your mana. So if you have low mana or you have a lot and you just want to be able to recover it faster, I recommend coming prepared with some of these. Very, very useful. As you can see, the mana tool takes a while to recover. So yeah, it's going to take a while, unfortunately. All right. A couple more seconds. At the end of this, I'm also going to show you guys my stats because I get a lot of videos of people asking me what kind of stats you should have if you're an anti-magic user. So I'll show you that as well. I don't know what specific stats you should have for it. I just like to have plenty of health and plenty of attack power. For example, with Time Magic, I didn't have to put anything into Dexterity because Time Magic is already a really fast magic. And I had the mana one, so I didn't have to put as many stats as I did into mana, but I wanted a little bit extra, so I decided to put some into there anyway. And I was able to put most of my stats into Power and Vitality with Time Magic, so if you're a Time Magic user, I'd recommend doing this. Mana is a very important thing for Time Magic users because it allows you to use a Time Beam while someone's frozen more, which in other words adds more cumulative damage, so I definitely recommend it. I'm going to show you what this does now. So if you apply your monoskin, use this, you'll get this yellow thing on your wrist. That'll give you about an extra 15 seconds, maybe 10 seconds of being able to use monoskin. As you can see, my monoskin progress, or my monoskin is not going down at all. That's because of the tool. And now the tool is done, it is going down. So it's a really good item. I recommend trying to get it. It's rare. On my alternate account, I've defeated a lot of these Borrelas and I still have not gotten it yet. But you'll eventually get it and I recommend it. So now I am going to move over to showing you what I have. So to answer your guys' questions about what my stats are for anti-magic or what I recommend for stats for anti-magic, I don't know what I would recommend for anti-magic. I'm not really an anti-magic main. I do have this anti-magic account, but I don't typically use it. So I'll just show you what I do have for myself. These are my stats. I don't know if these are good stats. I don't know if they're the best stats for anti-magic. I'm not the one to ask for that, but these are what they are. If I could change them, I'd probably put a little bit more in power, so that the elongated Demon Slayer sword in black form did at least 2,000 damage, because it doesn't right now. It only does 1,900. I'll show you. So, to answer your question, these are the stats for my anti-magic account. I don't know if it's what I'd recommend. So, these are it. If you want to copy it, go for it. I made sure to put some in my speed stat, since anti-magic is pretty slow. Just to make it a little bit faster. Put in a good amount of vitality stats. I have not completed the Asta mission on this account at all, so I only have 17,335. So if you're going to be an anti-magic main, definitely do that so you can increase your HP some more. This account needs some work to do. So another thing, if you choose to do anti-magic, and you're only going to do that, you're not going to use other magic or anything, you might as well go for the dwarf race and the peasant nobility ranking, because those actually give more HP and even more XP than Witch and Royalty. So if you're going to use anti-magic, definitely make sure you're a dwarf peasant, because you'll get a lot more health for doing that, and as an anti-magic main, that will definitely help you. So definitely recommend to do that, and that's it.